Lawrence, Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 2. Wasn't to be the day, unfortunately.
Nah, I mean, I was confident we'd go and get a win, but it just wasn't me. I was just depressed with the whole day. I mean, the Arsenal time waste, I mean, the VAR call, I mean, come on, if that's down the other end, the referee does not change his mind. I mean, taking that long. I mean, because if you're taking that long, it's not clear and obvious. And then, obviously, fans getting on the players' backs, I mean, which balls me piss when, just like the small mistakes. But just such a frustrating day. I mean, we're kind of blaming, to be fair, we're kind of blaming, VAR or refs for it.
Well, I know, in a way. I mean, I know we had the penalty to go with, but Chris Kavanagh was went to go and check VAR. Apparently, it hit the bloke's leg first and then on the arm. So maybe you kind of class as deliberate handball. Maybe VAR has got that right in a way. But I thought the referee Chris Kavanagh was terrible today. I didn't like the rolling around, and you said the time wasting was just horrendous. Anyway, we did take the chances today as well, unfortunately.
I just had my chances, just wouldn't take them. I mean, ASM, Gordon, the player I read when they came on.
When they come on.
I think the chair who had a shot, he was worth a goal, to be fair to him. 2-0 down. Not a bad effort, but just wasn't going to trouble Ramsdale. Maybe we could have had a penalty when Ramsdale brought down Wilson. I mean, I have to look back at that, but...
Could be, or Anderson, we were crying for when Anderson went down as well.
Again, I haven't really had the best view of it. But you think if that's the other way around, the decision is definitely a different one. But then again, we're kind of really complaining too much.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, I mean, it was a cracking goal from Odegaard for the first goal. I think the second one was the Fabian Schär own goal. I mean, you mentioned Arsenal had a game plan, and it worked.
It did. I mean, what I don't like is how they're all crying over the time wasting when we got a point down the Emirates. The media were crying over it, but they were doing it even before they scored the goal, even in the first half, and you're not going to hear people out of the media for it. I think that's partially why I'm more pissed off, why it feels like we've lost by more than 2 goals.
In a way, but do you think Eddie will analyse that game and look, right, what didn't go right, what we can make go right when we go into Leeds on Saturday?
Potentially Longstaff, I could see him back in the starting 11 if he's fully fit. Obviously, it was too soon for him today. And then maybe we'll have, go back to having Callum Wilson coming off the bench in the second half. I mean, not that Isak did badly on the wing, he did all right. But I think they just did a job on Wilson, to be fair to him. He just couldn't do much.
Were you disappointed with Bruno the day? Because I really was.
Just not really a good game from him. He's much better than that, though. He'll play better.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think we'll beat Leeds?
I'll probably predict a win. I'm more nervous because they've got big fat Sam Allardyce at the helm, and we are now Yates. Where the media will be desperate for him to get one over on us. I mean, especially how. That, we hounded him out even though the football was crap. I mean, it was a bit like Steve Bruce, him. But, I am confident in the go to Leeds. It'll be a tougher game, though. I mean, I'd have been more confident if they had Javi Gracia, but then they did all right at the Etihad yesterday.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, we'll see. Well, thank you. All right, Dean. Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 2. Well, just not our day today, unfortunately.
I hate to say it, it wasn't our day. I think the first 7 minutes, we nearly had Arsenal right where we needed them. And what changed after 7 minutes was the VAR decision. And that's because, to be honest, it was a clear handball, but the way the player was positioned.
I think apparently from what we've heard, it's come off the player's leg and then onto his arm. So they're looking at that thing, and if that is the case, maybe it's not a handball that's been done on purpose.
I know, that's it. At the end of the day, what's the defender supposed to do? Try and block it or try and cover his face or something like that. And then what changed the game, I think, was the first goal from, was it Odegaard? I think, it was a great strike. When you had the was in position, that was it. Straight strike. I think Liverpool couldn't do nothing about it, and then that was it. I think possession was was terrible. Was between Bruno. Bruno didn't have a good game.
I thought I was disappointed with them today.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with that. Joe Linton, I think he was getting away a bit too much from the back, I would say. But he did show a bit more forward, but it was just the back. He was just giving away too much, and Arsenal was just putting pressure on us and that. And Joe Willock, I was a bit disappointed with him because he had all right from the forwards. It was just at the back. That was the only thing that was it. I think Isaac, the only player that played well was Isaac. Isaac played well from the far right. He was trying to create possession and everything like that, but it was just, we didn't have chances. We had two best chances of the game. Murphy had the best chance from goal, and Dan Bowe in the second half from a header, but it was a great save from the keeper. Fair play to him to save that, because it looked like it was going to go in or anything like that. But Arsenal was just wasting time, literally wasting time. They were wasted like 10 seconds. It wasn't 6 seconds, it was more like 10 seconds. On the floor for like, God knows, about 2 minutes, 5 minutes. The referee was just, it was out of his depth, I would say.
Do you think Arsenal had a game plan the day and it worked for them?
I believe they did. After where they've been complaining about us that we wasted time and that. But have you not looked all throughout the season? We have not wasted a single time on both. I think they still got beef with us at Emirates at the start of the year over that. But at the end of the day, they wasted it. They wasted time. I think Arteta played the game plan perfectly and just literally wasted time. And there was one or two kickoffs and anything like that. And the Arsenal fans, God, where I was sitting, they were like chanting at us, they were sticking fingers at us and anything like that. And I thought, just shows you, that's how it is.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, do you think Eddie will look at that and analyse that and thinking, what didn't we do today that we could take into Leeds next week? What we need to do to get the win?
I think he'll look at it. At least he tried something, because he tried Wilson and Isaac. They were like, there was media saying that, why did Eddie try that? At least he tried it. That's the main thing. He tried it, but it didn't work, because I think what key player was missing at that game today was Sean Longstaff, because Sean Longstaff...
He's kept his balance at midfield.
Yeah, he did. He kept it well balanced. I think that was missing from the possession-wise. And I think he'll look at it and see what's next before the Leeds game. And I think he might have to change it, because at least he tried it and it didn't work out that we expected.
Yeah, that was it. Do you think we'll beat Leeds next Saturday? I mean, I can't see why not.
Well, with Big Sam there, let's just say, yeah, we'll get some at Leeds, 100%, I think. But it won't be easy at Ellen Road. Ellen Road's it's going to be packed out, and plus with Big Sam back at the helm, well, for a short time that he always has, and plus he's our former boss back in the days.
Well, that's it. Well, thank you. Oh, well, and Archer, Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 2. Well, not the day of the day, unfortunately.
No, one word, absolutely shocking. That's all I can say.
I mean, what do you think? How do you think it went wrong the day for us?
Well, to be fair, like Arsenal players were just like kind of just taking the mick, just rolling around on the floor like loppy dogs. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. I did get the referee he was dreadful the day, Chris Kavanagh.
Oh, the referee was shocking. Like, didn't even get. I think he was kind of giving them a chance. He wasn't giving anything towards us. It was mainly for Arsenal.
Do you think they got when VAR overturned the decision, was it the right thing? From what we heard, I think it's come off his leg first, then onto his hand. So maybe VAR have looked at that and thinking, is it deliberate handball by the looks? Maybe it's not deliberate handball by the looks of it.
I couldn't really tell from my angle. I did get a good view of it, but like, then now it hit the leg or shoulder or an arm, I don't know. I'll have to have a look on a match of the day.
Well, that's it. Do you think Arsenal had a game plan the day, which made them got them the 3 points?
I think they did. The way they were playing, like, they were kind of shit. But we had our chances. But Arsenal were just like seemed to like kind of opened our defence for them. But like, to be fair, Arsenal's not going to win the league fair and square. It's got to go to Man City.
Well, it could well be. Were you disappointed with Bruno the day? Because I really was.
I was quite shocked with Bruno. He should have had a chance. I don't know who took that shot. I don't know if it was Bruno or Joe Linton, but it was just absolutely shocking.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Eddie will analyse that? Anything around? What did we not do today that we can do when we take on Leeds on Saturday?
I would kind of. I would probably drop Bruno because I don't think Bruno.
Oh, I don't know if you drop him. I mean, do you think if Longstaff's fit, he comes back in?
I wouldn't mind having Longstaff back in. He's quality.
I mean, he's balanced that midfield, hasn't he? I mean, it's just shame Isak and Wilson just didn't work together, unfortunately.
Aye, it's just one of those days, isn't it?
I mean, can we beat Leeds next week?
Oh, Fat Sam. Of course we're gonna beat Leeds.
I mean, rugby style football, crap tactics. You know, that just the Danny just lost against Man City, but still.
Aye. Well, I reckon we'll beat them. When you beat Leeds, when you beat Brighton the following Thursday, which will guarantee us Champions League spot.
Well, that's it. Are we getting a funny reaction? Yes or no? I mean, I think you could probably have a big pop at the referee.
Referee, you fucking shit! Did you get that on camera? Good.
John, Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 2. Just not our day today, was it?
Well, it wasn't our day today, but we just got to move on to the next game. But we started well, Pete. I mean, look, hit the post, and then we had a penalty denied. You know, VAR's not loving us at all, are they? I mean, when you look at it back, people say hit his leg, but it conclusively hit his hand. And that is a penalty, man. But I think the referee, bottom of the day, that Kavanagh, right, I just don't think he's a good referee at all whatsoever. He's awful, man. I mean, I don't want to see him ever officiate our game ever again, because it's him, it's going to cost us games. Do you know what I mean? And he's just weak today, absolutely weak. Arsenal players, every time they've fallen, he falls for every single time. And you know what it is, Pete, right? I mean, look, the first goal is always going to be key. They've got it, you know. We had a couple of chances as well. Isak had a chance and Ramsey had a great save. But we just couldn't beat him today at the post twice. And I've got to be real. Once the second goal went in, it's game over. We just faded. We just didn't come up with the answer. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Arsenal had a game plan that they had the day, which made them get the 3 points and it worked for them?
Yeah, I thought he did. I think they had a game plan, just frustrated, and that's exactly what they've done. And I was disappointed because he didn't score today, because teams like Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool scored against them, and we didn't. But that is the thing. But it's just one of those days. One thing I'm going to say, Pete, is, right, they came with a game plan, and it worked for them, you know what I mean? We can't come with the answers. Don't get us wrong, right? We does it as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we had chances. Ramsdale hit the post. Well, the post with Ramsdale, and then Ramsdale put off some saves there for them, definitely. I mean, do you think Eddie will analyse the game right? What didn't go right today that we can take into Leeds to make sure we get right to get the 3 points?
Well, we just didn't play. We just didn't defend well today. Yeah, I mean, every time Arsenal break fast, we just couldn't deal with them at all whatsoever. I thought the movement is good. I'm going to be honest with you, and at times, I mean, you defended okay, but today, I mean, there's one or two errors I didn't like at all whatsoever. I'm not going to lie. Giving a ball away, you can't give a ball away against these lot. You're going to get punished.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, can we beat Leeds next Saturday?
Of course they can, because Leeds are a poor side. I mean, don't get us wrong. I mean, they're in big trouble, Leeds. I mean, if we don't beat Leeds next Saturday, we do not deserve Champions League football, because when you look at it, Pete, right? I mean, Their poor side defensively is poor. I know Sam Allardyce has gone in there, tried to work his magic, but he's coming too late. And I'm sorry, but I don't think Leeds are that good a team. And they can't score goals for Toffee, that's number one. Secondly, we got to go there and we got to put it on them. We don't put it on these, we've got the players to hurt them. And I'll tell you what, Pete, we have got to go there. We got to beat these. Not just beat them, we got to muddle them as well, because we've got to have to do it. Because I just think if we don't beat Leeds, we don't deserve it, mate. But I still think we'll beat Leeds.
I mean, I think we should beat Leeds. I mean, it's Big Sam. He's not got the best style of football, has he? That's the thing. He disappointed with Bruno the day. I really was.
I think he's not, non-consistent today, if that's the word. Today I'm looking at today. I thought Jorginho and Xhaka after he snuffed him out today. I'm not going to lie. I thought he got frustrated a couple of times as well. We know we lost Bruno, but at the end of the day, right, if you stop Bruno from playing, then Newcastle don't play at all whatsoever. That is the thing, because everything comes through Bruno. We know that, right? And at the end of the day, right, we've got to find a way. We've got to find a way of doing something different. I think now Leeds are going to another team's going to watch our team now and find out how to stop Bruno. They stop Bruno, we're not going to win games. Simple as that. But we've got to find a different way.
I mean, if Longstaff fit, he comes back in for me.
That's who we missed today. We badly missed Longstaff today. I can't lie. Someone's going to come in there and just calm the game down, and he's good at that now. We know what he's all about now, and things getting better under Eddie Howe. But talking of Eddie, right, I thought his substitutions, I think personally, he's done it too late. I mean, I would not have brought Miggy on. I think that's an odd one. We need a goal, right, and he goes brings on Miggy. We need a goal, right, maybe bring on Anthony Gordon, right, not Miggy, and then keep Wilson and Isak on there as well. But Wilson's quiet today, I can't lie.
He was as well, wasn't he?
Right today, because you know what it is, right? I mean, Miggy, he started well, right? Now he's gone back to his old Miggy. We definitely need a right-sided midfielder. I'll go out next summer and get Moussa Diaby. Go out and get Moussa Diaby, or go out and get Rafinha. Any of those two players I get, I'll be happy with, yeah? But for me, out of the two, you got Rafinha's got Premier League experience, but Moussa Diaby is quality. We need those two. We're our end product. I think Miggy has dropped off so badly, and I love Miggy, but at the end of the day, I just don't think he's going to be good enough next summer, I'm afraid. I think it's time for me personally, and this is going to upset a lot of Newcastle fans, but I think he needs to be moved on and get better quality if we are going to challenge for the title next season, because Miggy will not bring us a title, and he'll not get us a title charge as well.
Oh, well, yeah. Thank you.